Successful teams not only have medical expertise and mastery of resuscitation skills, they also demonstrate effective communication by adhering to the 8 elements of effective team dynamics. Healthcare providers should use these elements to work together in the most efficient way possible. It is important that team members and leaders understand the roles of every member of the resuscitation team and the areas they cover. These areas include airway and ventilation, IV, IO access, medication preparation and administration, compressions, monitor, defibrillator setup and operation, observer, recorder, timer, team leader. In this course, you will be evaluated as a team leader. The team leader takes charge of many aspects of the resuscitation by directing it, monitoring performance of tasks performed by each team member, and modeling excellent team behavior. He or she must be proficient in all the specific skills that need to be accomplished during the resuscitation. If you're not normally a team leader, it's understood that you may not have mastered all the tasks of running an effective resuscitation. You must also combine this with the 8 key elements of effective team dynamics. More information on these elements can be found in your provider manual. The 8 key elements are closed-loop communication, clear messages, clear roles and responsibilities, knowing your limitations, knowledge sharing, constructive intervention, re-evaluation and summarizing, mutual respect. By adhering to these principles, you'll be giving your team a better chance to succeed with every resuscitation. Now we're going to show you the same code, this time applying the principles of effective team dynamics.
We got a 7-year-old male with difficulty breathing. We've got oxygen, we've got an IV established. Vital signs are stable, but he started becoming much less responsive as we're pulling in. So I'm worried.
I need some help in here. Vicky, honey, what you got? Vicky?
Pulse is 110, respirations are 30. Hey, Ricky, are you okay?
Getting moved over. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Ricky, are you okay? He's not responding. He's not breathing. Will you go get the doctor, please? Amy, will you go ahead and check a pulse? Mark, will you start getting him on the monitor? And Josh, would you go ahead and get ready to ventilate? I'll be in charge until the doctor gets here.
I'll start recording. There's no pulse.
Okay, we're gonna need to start CPR. Let's get him on the backboard.
Hey, what's going on?
Are you Mom?
Yes.
Okay, Katie, will you stay with her? She can stay in the room.
Sure. Please step over here.
I'm Katie. I'm going to stay with you.
Okay.
You can stay in the room, but we need to give the team room to work, okay? I'm going to tell you everything they're doing. Is there anyone we need to call?
No, my husband's on his way.
Okay, Jen, what's going on?
Okay, this is a 7-year-old that came in by EMS. He was having difficulty breathing. When he got here, he became unresponsive. He does not have a pulse. He is not breathing, and Mom is in the room. She's back there with Katie.
Okay, great, thanks. Good sign out. I'll take over.
Okay, you're in charge. I'll do meds.
Great. Could you pause, please, for a second? I'll check the rhythm. That looks like VF.
No pulse.
No pulse. Okay, resume compressions, please.
He is 30 kilos.
30 kilos. Thank you, Jen. We're going to need to prepare to defibrillate. 2 joules per kilo, so that'll be 60 joules on synchronized shock.
Okay, charging to 60 joules.
Great. Keep doing compressions, please.
Charge to 60 joules. Clear to shock on 3. 1, 2, 3. Shock delivered.
Okay, resume compressions, please. Jen, we're going to need some epinephrine.
How much would you like?
I would like 0.01 milligrams per kilogram, so that'll be 0.3 milligrams of epinephrine IV. And if you could double check that for me, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, verifying the dose, 0.3 milligrams of epinephrine.
Okay, very good. Thank you. How's the ventilation going there?
I'm getting good chest rise.
Okay, good. Tell you what, we'll keep on with the bag mask ventilation for now. We'll hold off on intubation. In 2 minutes, we'll do a rhythm check and switch compressors at that point. If they're still VF, let's go for 4 joules per kilo, so that'll be 120 joules asynchronized. At that point, Jen will be able to go ahead and give 3 milligrams of IV epi. Any questions?
I thought you said 0.3.
Oh, good pickup. 0.3, so 0.3 milligrams of IV epi at that point.
Okay, 0.3 milligrams of IV epinephrine prepared.
We're ready to switch. Ready to charge to 120 joules.
About how long has it been?
We're coming up on 2 minutes.
Great, thank you. And hold compressions, please. That's persistent VF. Resume compressions. And go ahead for 120 joule shock. Let us know when you're ready.
Charge to 120 joules. Clear to shock on 3. 1, 2, 3. Shock delivered.
Great. Resume compressions. Thank you. That's a good switch. Jen, go ahead and give that IV epinephrine now, please.
Okay. IV epinephrine.
That IV works well?
Yes, it does. Administering epinephrine.
Great.
Followed by a 20 milliliter saline flush.
Saline flush is in. Thank you. You know, those compressions look good for rate, but remember to push hard and also allow chest recoil afterwards.
Okay.
Okay, that looks better. That looks really good. Jen, what we're going to need now is some amiodarone.
Okay.
So that is going to be 5 milligrams per kilogram IV, so that'll be 150 milligrams IV
Okay.
amio.
Drawing up 150 milligrams of IV amiodarone.
And we're coming up on 2 minutes.
Okay, ready to switch. Let's go ahead and pause compressions. That's an organized rhythm, and he still has no pulse. So please resume compressions. This is PEA. So Jen, I'm going to ask that you put the amiodarone aside, and we're going to need 0.3 milligrams of IV epinephrine this time.
Another 0.3 milligrams of IV epinephrine.
Yes, thank you. So help me review here. We've been through defibrillations and doses of IV epinephrine. What are we missing?
H's and T's?
Let's think about the H's and T's. Great, thank you.
Now your instructor will pause the video so you can identify the elements of team dynamics that you just observed.